we celebrate the anniversary of his 75th birthday. A man who worked with him tirelessly for 7 years. While Harry Chapin is here only in spirit today as we celebrate the anniversary of his 75th birthday, a man who worked closely hand in hand with him over so many years is here with us, Bill Ayres. And Bill, it's legendary what you do, particularly for those of us who have grown up in the New York metropolitan area, working with Harry on WhyHunger. Tell us how you and Harry met. Was it on your radio program many years ago?
That's absolutely right. It was on a show that I did called On This Rock. It was a network radio show for ABC. And I had Tom Chapin on first. At the end of the show, he said, "That was really good. You should talk to my brother. He loves to talk." That's been a famous line ever since. And of course, Harry did. So then Harry came on the show. And at the end of it, he said, "Wow, I think we should be working together. Come to my house for dinner." And I did. And that's how it got started.
And you worked on so many things together, but one of the things that you worked on was not terribly successful, but it shows your resilience and your ability to adapt and to learn different techniques. Explain what it was that you and Harry had worked on that just didn't quite make it.
Yeah, I had an idea to do another Bangladesh-type concert, but this time for the Sahelian region of Africa, where there were 14 million people were starving. We went to the UN. Harry knew somebody there. We had a lot of meetings, and they blew it. They just couldn't get it together. They hired the wrong guy to do it. And we realized that that was the kind of an event that would have raised and could have raised $1 million. But even if we did that for a whole year, it would just be a drop in the bucket. So what we decided was that we would spend the rest of our lives fighting hunger and poverty. We made that promise to each other, not knowing, of course, that Harry's life would be very short. Fortunately, mine is still going on, and I've been able to do this, but not alone, that's for sure. All the Chapin family have been very, very helpful, and we've had some wonderful people working here. Sue Leventhal has been with us for many, many years, and Peter Mann as well. And now our new executive director, who's been with us for 26 years, is Noreen Springstead. But the spirit has been the same all throughout. The whole idea was not simply to feed people. There are a lot of groups that do it. We have about 80,000 in this country right now that are feeding people. They do a great job. But that's only the first step, and it's a wonderful step. But you need to get to the root cause of hunger, which is poverty. And you need to get to the root cause of poverty, which is powerlessness. And so we had that sense right from the beginning, Harry and I did. And so we always moved in that direction. We're a grassroots support organization. We work with thousands of groups all over the country, and we're trying to change the emergency food system. And so far, it's working. Two things. One, to improve the quality of food that people are getting, so that they're not getting sugary cereals and soft drinks and that kind of stuff, but getting more fruits and vegetables and nuts and grains and animal products. And that's happening around the country. And people who are involved in emergency food are also asking people the why question. Why are you here? Why are you hungry? And when you ask the why question, you find out people's stories. And Harry was a great storyteller, right? Well, we wanted to hear the stories of people. And that's happened. And people say, well, I lost my job, or I can't find housing. So we're getting these emergency food people to ask the why questions, and then to direct people to emergency food, but also to housing, childcare, healthcare, and jobs. So that's a transition that's been going on for a while now. We're working with about 500 or 600 of these food banks around the country who are trying to change the whole system. But that's just one piece of it. The other piece of it is economic and social justice, and fighting racism and sexism, which has plagued this country from its roots. So we are involved with all kinds of movements and I think there's a whole movement of movements. It's very, very exciting. Harry would love this stuff, by the way. He would be right out there because I marched with the March for 15, trying to get the minimum wage changed to $15 a couple of years ago. Harry would have been on that line, I guarantee you, and a lot more. And he would have been working with farm workers that we've been working with in Florida. He would have been all over the place and loving it. So we did a lot of things that in the beginning that didn't work, but we did a lot of things that did work. We created the first suburban food bank, Long Island Cares, now the Harry Chapin Food Bank. We created the first hunger hotline in America, the New York City Hunger Hotline. And now and for the past 20 plus years, we've had a hotline. It's the WhyHunger hotline. People should know that. 1-800-5-HUNGRY, 1-800-546-9324. 1-800-5-HUNGRY, H-U-N-G-R-Y. That's the way to do it. And you call there, and we can get you emergency food in your neighborhood and all the government feeding programs. Right now, people can help us by going to whyhunger.org, whyhunger.org, and finding out about our Hungerthon and making a donation. And this year, I should tell you, we have a Harry Chapin t-shirt that we would be glad to send you for a donation. We also have a Bruce Springsteen t-shirt and a hat, and we have a wonderful John Lennon scarf. We've been very fortunate having Bruce Springsteen as a partner and Yoko Ono Lennon as a partner as well. Let me give that number again, 1-800-548-6479.
Bill, in closing, thank you. Help us with this. You, of course, were a Catholic priest at one time. Harry Chapin, yes. When you met him and you said, well, I know these performers, they're a little flighty at times, they come in and out of interests and causes. What do you think imbued Harry Chapin with that real desire to make this long-term sustainable difference?
Well, he came from a family of social activists. He came from a family of people who cared. One of his ancestors was Dorothy Day, but all of his family have been involved in social action having to do with hunger and poverty and many other things. But Harry came from the right kind of place to do the right kind of work.
Bill, it is such an honor to have you on with us. You are so well known, but that's not why you do any of this. You're well known because you're doing such great works, and you're so public and loud. And Harry was public and loud, and we love that. Because somebody's got to be in the
We have a great team here at WhyHunger, and I know there's a great team in the other organizations like Long Island Cares that Harry helped to create. And we're very thankful for all the gifts that have been given to us over the years. But the greatest gift was the spirit of Harry Chapin, my friend.
Beautifully said. Bill Ayres, we can't thank you enough for being with us today on the anniversary of his 75th birthday and this Facebook event. We're all about trying to make new opportunities for people to understand, to care, and to get involved. And that's what you've done over so many years. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we are going to be coming back shortly with more interviews. We've got a whole day full. And don't forget, Harry Belafonte is going to be joining us. What an honor it is going to be to talk to Harry Belafonte today. So we are wild about Harry on his 75th birthday. We're wild about this live Facebook event. Don't forget to go to betterplacetobe.org. Many thank you gifts, a challenge to be met, and we're trying to match that $5,000. We may have done it already. I don't know. Comments are streaming in. You're interacting with us. It's really a wonderful way for all of us to come together. And as Harry said, in circle, I had this funny feeling that we, the Chapin fans, would all be together again. And we are on this very special day.